Bombing in Guernica, Spain, April 26, 1937. Guernica was founded by Count Tello on April 18, 1366. Known as a holy place, a well-known attraction is the Santa Maria Church, which was targeted during the Guernica bombing but was not destroyed. Guernica united with neighboring Lumo and is now called Guernica Lumo. The Spanish Civil War began on July 17, 1936. Francisco Franco wanted to overthrow the Republican government and bring his nationalistic ways into Spain. Adolf Hitler from Germany supported Franco's nationalistic ideas and aided him on his takeover Spain. Starting March 31, 1937, General Emilio Mola attacked Vizcaya province. Durango was bombed by the Condor Legion and the Republicans were forced back. About 1,000 refugees traveled to Guernica for safety. On April 25th, General Emilio Mola sent a warning to Franco, saying he was planning a bombing on Guernica. General Wolfman Richthofen sent out an order to send 24 bombers to Guernica. Italy and Germany aided in this attack. It was market day in Guernica, where people from surrounding areas and villagers of Guernica would buy crops from local farmers. What started off as a nice day in Guernica will soon take a turn for the worst. At 3:30 p.m., 3 Italian planes left Soria with orders to bomb over the bridge and road east of Guernica to prevent enemy retreat. They were told not to bomb the city itself. They dropped 36 light explosives. Then, the German Air Force got ready for their attack. At 4:30 p.m., the first wave of bombs arrived over Guernica. It came from the south and dropped about 12 50-kilogram bombs. The bombing lasted for about 3.5 hours. Maria Ortuzza explains her experience during the bombing. Some sick, many near suffocation, all gasping for breath, the people in the bunker heard the raid outside increase in intensity. Then, immediately above, there was a sudden, terrifying explosion. A 550-pounder had hit the town hall. Maria believed. We were being buried alive. The roof came down on us, and the town hall was hit twice more. 3 floors fell on our shelter. The air was filled with the smell of scorched plaster, wood, and flesh. Maria dropped to her knees and crawled toward the shelter door. Her head stung from a glancing blow she had received. Ahead there was a sharp splintering sound and then daylight. Something had smashed open the door. She closed her eyes tightly against the pane and scrabbled forward. Once she pushed aside a hand, but to her horror she found it had caught in her belt and she was dragging a severed arm along with her. She thrust it away and continued to claw her way over the rubble. Once in the open, she dragged herself to a corner of the town hall plaza. There, behind a pile of debris, Maria's shelter, biting her knuckles until they bled. Others clambered out of the shelter and ran blindly. On May 1st, Pablo Picasso heard about this tragedy in the newspaper. That same day, he started putting his ideas on paper to relieve his anger. He sketched and sketched and sketched, until he came up with an idea for his masterpiece. It is painted in black and white to show the sadness of the piece. He finished his masterpiece in 2 months. Every part of the painting has meaning and symbol. The bull's head may represent fascism or Franco, and underneath is a woman grieving her dead baby, representing the cruelty on innocent civilians during the bombing. The light bulb represents the sun. This woman grabbing her leg shows the pain and suffering the civilians had to go through before they died. The broken sword near the bottom of the painting symbolizes the defeat of the people at the hand of their tormentors. Through this painting, Pablo Picasso was trying to tell the world that Nazis were no good and destroyed without a heart, which I think is depicted through the woman holding her child, showing the innocent civilians that were killed with 3.5 hours of bombing falling on the small city. What makes it worse is that this was a practice run for the Germans to see how their new technologies and airplanes were, and how they would work in battle. The Germans used these innocent civilians as tests. This bombing destroyed 3/4 of the city's buildings. Reichsfin recorded that the bridge was not destroyed or even hit during the raid. The exact number of casualties has not been recorded, but it is thought to be around 1,654 dead and 889 wounded. In 1997, on the 60th anniversary of Operation Rügen, German President Roman Herzog wrote to survivors apologizing on behalf of the German people and state for Germany's role in the Spanish Civil War.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. My breath away, losing you is like living in a world with no air. Oh.